Hi, I'm Bob with the Windsor Karcher Group. Thanks for joining me today as we discuss the operation and maintenance on the Radiant 17-inch floor machine. Now the first thing we need to figure out is, well, what are we going to be cleaning? Because that's going to determine what we're going to put down here on the bottom of the head. Now whether we're doing stone care or carpet or tile and grout or top scrub and recoat, whatever that looks like, well, we got to kind of figure that out first. So one thing I want to tell you though is you're going from either a pad driver to a brush or from the brush to the pad driver. It's very important to make sure that we actually use a number 3 Phillips head bit. What we're going to do is remove the 4 screws out of here so we can actually take off the brush and install the pad driver. Now I actually use a cordless driver, and the reason why, it's all about consistency on the screws I'm putting in there. If you put it in by hand, well, some can be tightened or loosened than the others. Now my drill actually goes from 0 to 20. I have it set on 7, and that keeps them nice and snug and kind of where I need to be. So again, very important, number 3 tip, and that'll keep you set. So the next thing I want you to do is go ahead and inspect your cord. Now you're right, that should have been done during the maintenance side, and we'll certainly cover it. But if somebody else actually used the machine before you, go ahead and inspect the cord, make sure there's no rips, tears, exposed wires or anything like that. If you do see some stuff like that on your cord, do yourself a favor and your company a favor and go ahead and report that to the supervisor immediately. So the next thing we need to do is go ahead and add our solution. Now it's very, very simple. Simply unscrew the cap here, you can add your solution. Now, here's the thing, if you're on a wall mount or something like that and it's diluting it for you, no problem. If you're actually going to dilute it for yourself, it's important to make sure you add the water first, then the chemical, so that way the first thing you get on the bottom isn't all chemical. Remember, chemical typically weighs more than water, so we want that to actually mix when you're actually, using the machine itself. Now once you do all that, go ahead and put the cap back on again. For 2 reasons. 1, we don't want to lose the cap. 2, we don't want to be accidentally spilling anything on the way to the area we're actually going to be cleaning. So put the cap back on, save yourself a lot of hassle. Now once we actually get to the area we're going to clean, now we're going to go ahead and plug in the cord. We're going to go ahead and lower the handle to about hip height. To lower the handle on the Radiant, simply pull out on the black pin. Now go ahead and lower the handle to where it's positioned about the middle of your thigh. Then go ahead and gently lift up on the handle and push forward on the machine to lower the head itself. Now with the head in the upright position and the handle locked in the upright position, it will actually lock the head itself as well. Now remember, this machine does not act like a low speed. Now the nice thing about that is I can actually operate this handle, believe it or not, in the upright position, which is going to give me a lot of areas that you typically can't get with a normal floor machine. So again, lower it to where it's comfortable for you and it'll work just fine. From there, we're going to go ahead and apply the solution. Again, very simple. Simply hit the on-off switch to on, hit the solution switch, and that's going to allow you to spray out of both the jets. Now if you have to double scrub, very simple as well. So simply soak that area, give it a light scrub, come back in about 7 to 10 minutes, let the chemical do the work for you, when you're good to go. Now when you're done with everything, you obviously need to pick up the dirty water somehow. So make sure you have either a wet dry or maybe a small auto scrub or something like that that can actually recover all that dirty water for you. So let's go ahead and talk about the maintenance that's required on the Radiant 17-inch floor machine. Very, very simple. First thing we want to do is go ahead and empty the solution tank. Now to do that, go ahead and lower the handle. You're going to find the drain on the right-hand side, remove that cap, and it'll actually drain all the solution out of there for you. Now it's also sometimes a good idea, if this machine is going to be sitting in your closet for an extended period of time, is go ahead and put fresh water in the tank, let it sit over a floor drain, hit your solution, and get all that chemical out of your pump. Just by doing that will extend the life of your pump as well. Now once we've done all that, we're going to go ahead and inspect the machine, clean it, wipe it all down, inspect that cord again, make sure we didn't accidentally run over it or get it caught somewhere, make sure there's no frayed wires or exposed wires or anything of that. Remember, if you do encounter that, report it right away to your supervisor. Next thing you're going to do is simply store it with the head in the upright position, and well, there you go. That's all there is to maintaining the Radiant 17-inch floor machine. So until next time, keep it clean.